Hello guys, welcome to my channel Religiously Fit. So as you might be aware that I'm making a series that is for the personal trainers. I'm covering all the chapters in that manual. And now welcome to this new series for this nutrition. I decided to make two series basically. The first I have already begun, and the second is this series which I'm starting with this video. So I'll be sharing a lot of knowledge which I have gathered over the period of time, and some of my favorite. I'll start with some of my favorite and interesting topics. To start this video, I'll be sharing a small story to give an introduction of this video. That last year when this lockdown happened because of this COVID-19, with from some time I was thinking to lose some weight. I was targeting around 5 to 7 kgs of weight. Then I started finding out that what are the efficient ways and healthy ways to lose weight. Okay, and I don't know. I saw somewhere a post regarding, while doing that research, I saw some posts regarding sugar, and I that got my interest. I started finding out more about sugar and all. So after doing a lot of research, I was astonished. I was surprised to know what is this sugar doing to our minds. What is sugar has to do with our physicality, the moods, whatever. Every like it has a very deep role into your conscious and subconscious mind. Okay, so then I did all those research and I started losing weight. I started to cut down my sugar, the artificial sources. I was still taking sugar from vegetables and fruits, but I was not taking any kind of brown sugar or white sugar or jaggery or any kind of that. And you'll be surprised to know that I lost around 11 kgs of weight, around 11 to 12 between that area, the region. I lost weight. I was at 73 kgs. My height is around 5'7". I reduced to around 61 to 62. That was an amazing reduction in the weight. Even I was surprised, and I was doing my regular workouts. Along with that, I cut down all my sugar. Okay, so that's also a motivating thing for all you guys. That if you reduce your sugar, the artificial sources, then you can easily, in a healthy manner, you can reduce weight. So let's start with this video. Sugar. I dare to choose this topic. I like to say like that. I dare to choose this topic because I know most of you won't be like to listen to this topic, because sugar is something which has a biological impact on our minds. So it's not like you don't get addicted without a reason. There is a proper reasoning and a scientific explanation for that. Okay, so to reduce the usage of sugar in your daily life, I know it's very tough, but with small steps you can do that, and with some replacements in the starting you can be able to do that. I'll be sharing my own ways. How did I stop eating sugar and all? So sugar is not that like you are having sugar and you are just gaining weight. That's not the only disadvantage of having sugar. Sugar has very serious and very catastrophic problems, disadvantages. Okay, so if you take your intake of sugar is high than the recommended levels, then you might get the diabetes, obviously, over time. And I'll explain you a little bit about the diabetes, the type 1 and type 2. Type 2 is the pandemic diabetes, which around 80% of the people have type 2. And type 1 is rare, rarely seen in people. So I have made a lot of notes. So basically how this diabetes happens, I'll ask you a question. I'll start this with asking you a question. What do you think is the most important organ in our body? Okay, I'll give you some time. You can pause this video and just think for a while. Okay, so I think you got the answers, like the heart, the brain, or something like that. Okay, but I'm sorry to say that obviously those are important, but there is something which is equally important, the heart and mind and brain, or all these things. That is a very small thing that sits under the pancreas. Those are called beta cells. Okay, so beta cells are your lifesavers. Beta cells are your security guards. Those are like when you have sugar, when you take sugar, what happens is your beta cells, your pancreas gets activated. They activate the cells, the beta cells, and they start pulling that sugar out of your blood. Okay, they start pumping that sugar into your liver, into your muscles, in the form of glycogen. Okay, so that the sugar level can be maintained in the blood, so that it doesn't impact the brain or the heart. So with the regular usage of sugar, high amount of sugar, these beta cells gets overwhelmed. They get tired, and when they get tired, they are not able to produce the required amount of insulin. Because of that, blood sugar level gets increased, and with that increase in the blood sugar level over a period of time, you get type 2 diabetes. That's a very serious disease. Okay. And in this type 1 is not that seen in majority of people, and that there's no scientific explanation to that. Maybe my knowledge is limited, but whatever I did research, there's still not a scientific explanation to why this diabetes 1 type 1 happens. The What is the logic behind type 1 is your cells get resistant to the intake of insulin. Okay. So okay. Okay, the immune system, basically our immune system kills our beta cells. We don't know why it happens, but it kills the beta cells, because of which the regulation of the blood sugar, that is glucose in the blood, cannot be monitored and cannot be maintained. Okay, so when we are eating this white bread, pasta, alcohol, burgers, pastries, muffins, cakes, these have a very high amount of sugar in that. The names which I like, you can see these names on the back side of the nutrition label on all the things that you're going to purchase on the market, like corn sweetener, cane juice, corn syrup solids, crystal dextrose, dextrin, dextrose, fructose, glucose, honey, invert sugar, lactose, maltose, malt syrup, maple syrup, raw sugar, sucrose, sugar, tree hallows, white granulated sugar. So many names are there. You can see these names on the backside of the nutrition label. You can see how many grams of sugar is that present in the product, and you can decide accordingly. Okay. So this is a very dangerous thing, and but there's a good news that this can be reversed by making these some lifestyle changes. Okay, if you make some diet changes and lifestyle changes, this can be inverted. This can be reversed, and you'll be surprised to know that in the world right now there are 460 plus million people in the world that are suffering from diabetes, and 80% of the people who die from diabetes die due to the reason of heart stroke, and there are several other reasons because of which they die. And I have written down all those things in my notes. Around 460 million people, okay, are suffering with diabetes, and this number is going to double up by 2030. It's a very serious and a very alarming thing. Okay, so sugar is not something that is giving you, it is just giving you some instant pleasure, but in the long run it is giving you thousands and thousands of problems. Okay, you will be surprised to know that the problems that arise from the regular intake of sugar, when it's not be able to, your beta cells are not able to regulate that, and you tend to get pre-diabetic or diabetic. So you may get heart stroke, Alzheimer's, blindness, gangrene, depression, fatigue, violent behavior, anxiety, bad skin, heat disease, kidney failures, and this list goes on and on. Okay, so there are so many problems related to the intake of sugar that results in pre-diabetes and diabetes. Okay, so and it's not like it's your problem. It is the problem with everybody, because as I said, it is related to hormones. When we have sugar, our brain gives the reward to our body, that is dopamine. That's a happy hormone. So obviously when you're going to get chocolate or anything that is sugary in nature, your brain is going to get reward to you, so you'll feel happy, you'll feel good, so you will have a more urge for eating that food. Okay, and the more food, the sweeter food is, the more it sells. And you'll be surprised to know there are only 10 companies in this entire world who are handling this food business across the globe, and they are making trillions. How much is that? $1.5 trillion processed food industry is right now working, which is creating a hell lot of problem for everybody. And people are not getting into the root cause of the problem. The root cause is that they are having a lot of processed food. Processed food is every food that comes in a packet. It has very high amount of sugar, and I'll be making one more video in which I'll help you to read the nutrition labels, how you can understand how much sugar you are buying, okay, and how much sugar you are having in a day. So this is really a worrisome thing, very worrisome problem. See, in Canada, I'm right now in Canada. I just read the stats of Canada. According to Canadian Diabetes Association, which is this paper has been published recently, 80% of people with diabetes die as a result of heart disease or stroke, and diabetes is contributing factor in death of over 41,500 Canadians each year. This is an alarming number with respect to the population of Canada. So guys, I was just feeling an urge to share this topic with you and this problem with you. I hope you tend to understand that what are the problems associated with regular intake of sugar, and that to processed sugar and refined carbohydrates, processed food. So I request you all that as much as possible, please try to reduce the processed amount of food that you are having every day. Try to get more fruits, more vegetables. The fruits and vegetables also have sugar in that, but that form of sugar is natural form, which is produced in nature, and that is for our consumption. That doesn't harms us in any way. And when you are cutting down the artificial sources, then try to have fruits that are high in sugars. Okay, I'll make a video on that as well. So try to select those fruits so that your urge is satisfied by having those natural sugars. And now I have talked about a lot of about problems. Now I am going to talk about solution, how you can handle this problem, or how you can handle the cut down of the sugar. So there are basically three reasons which I have noted down. First is 80-20 rule, that 80% of the food which you are having, you should have a healthy diet, you should have a proper stable diet, and 20% of the diet you can consume. If you have too much urge for these fast foods, you can have pizzas or something like the fast foods, but 20% of your diet only, and that too I'm not suggesting you should have. In case you would like to have protein for breakfast. If you are going to have protein for breakfast, mark my words, and you can do this experiment on your own self, that your day is going to be an awesome day. You are not going to feel tired, you're not going to yawn all the day. Okay, so try to have as much protein in possible. Like you are going to have 100 grams of for example 100 grams of breakfast, so try to have major portion of protein, and then the fat and carbs, the processed carbs. And then the golden rule which I followed, which I would share with you also, like whenever you are feeling after having your meal, you are feeling a urge to have some sweet, try to have a glass of water or a cup of water. Because what happens is, this has been experimented and this is scientifically proven formula, that whenever you're feeling an urge for sugar, if you're going to have a glass or a cup of water, it is going to satisfy your urge for around 80 to 90%. So I tried this. This worked well for me. I hope it will work well for you as well. And I hope this video was helpful. Please do let me know in in the comment section whether you are going to try this or not. And if you try this and you get positive result, please do let me know. So that will increase my belief in this system much more, because obviously more people will be trying. So more people will be getting benefited by this. And I'll be meeting you in the next video. I hope this video helped. Thank you very much. Thank you.